Boys and girls, there is like 4 or 5 days until Legends Festival, and so it is time to start theorizing what are we gonna get. I've been really excited for this because the game has been so fucking dead, bro. We need something. We need to hype this game up. This game needs something to just explode, bring everyone back, which it'll probably do unless it's some like crazy stuff like, I don't know, Legends Limited Broly, Legends Limited First Form Frieza for part 1. That would be crazy, but just any Goku or Fusion and we're chilling, okay? But the point of this video is to theorize what are we gonna see. I want to see what people are thinking we're gonna see, and I also want to see what people want to see. Kind of just go back and forth, give some of my thoughts, see what you guys want to see, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a discussion video. We're gonna be yapping a lot. Now, I also posted this question on Twitter, which we're gonna look at the Twitter responses first because I'm trying to grow my Twitter platform. You should go follow me over there if you haven't. And I want to see what some of these gangsters on Twitter are saying. Like I see Abu right here. We can see what crazy take he's got. I've been using a lot of Twitter lately. It's been pretty unhealthy, but I really do enjoy the Dragon Ball community on Twitter. It's really funny, actually. Wasn't really into it like 6 months ago, but now I'm trying to actually like get immersed and make myself known. Anyways, I posted the same question. Let me just read it real quick in case you do not know what it was. With Legends Festival around the corner, I want to hear what ideas you guys might have for the units that will come. I'm also curious as to what you guys want to see this year, whether it's an event, some sort of overhaul, literally anything. Comment or reply with your thoughts. This will be for a video. So, let's go ahead and see what we got here. So, Abu, first one in the video. Part 1, Super Gogeta, Synchro Gauge, and Transforming Janemba. I low-key could get behind that. That, for a Part 1, this would be pretty freaking gangster. Like, I'm not even kidding. This could be so fire. Okay, I personally think what we need now is I've actually said we need a Super Gogeta Synchro Gauge. We also need a Vegeta Blue Synchro Gauge. I just think we've got Gogeta Blue and Super Vegeta. Let's flip it around. Come on, might as well. They don't have to be in the same celebration. They could be like, you know, maybe one now and then one anniversary, but come on. Like, it's the fusions, bro. It's the core of the fusions. We need it. They've abandoned the Synchro Gauge and it hasn't come back. I really hope we see it at this Legends Festival. Part 2, Daima Minis. I'm assuming they would do, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan. Honestly, a transforming Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku could actually go hard here for the mini, or like a revival sort of thing. Don't know if they'll actually do it. I could definitely see this. I feel like this would be a good part 2. I imagine there's gonna be a lot of people that wouldn't want this, but I could see this. And then Ultra Full Power Broly. All right, so that, I don't know if they would do that for Legends Festival. But then again, they've thrown curveballs before. I just don't, because I don't really think we see villains traditionally as like part 3s, especially because that's like the big kicker. That's like the end of game. I mean, I could be forgetting somebody. I don't think we've really ever gotten a major ultra villain. But then again, we did the same thing with Dokkan for their was it 9th or 8th anniversary, and then they dropped Full Power Broly, who was the first ever, I believe, villain headliner for a celebration. So we could see. I mean, I personally am not a huge fan of Broly. I mean, if this is the Broly movie one, I actually would be kind of hyped for it. He has to be really good though. I think they'd have to cook for people to actually like him. I don't know if he'd, again, I don't know everyone's heads right. I don't know if he'd sell, but honestly, if literally this was Legends Festival, I would not be opposed to this. I definitely think I personally wouldn't have this as the Part 3 Ultra, but I know there's a lot of people that would. Honestly, low-key, that this is a pretty good lineup right here. I kind of want the Daima Coin event back, but with a different Ultra instead of Super Gogeta and more Z power. Daima Coin event? Wait, is this like the one where you get like their Z power? I'm assuming it is, and a different coin that you can earn with the manga and a different coin that you earn with the manga you get. Also, they should overhaul the Awakened equipment system. I'm not spending an hour on that anymore. Yes, please overhaul that shit, dude. It is so, guys. I've said this a few times, not a lot. If there is ever, I'm not following Crow. That's crazy, bro. My bad, Crow. Hey, Crow's like one of my top commenters. I gotta follow you, bro. That's my bad, honestly. They really need to overhaul that, because if there's no bonanza happening, if there's no equipment bonanza, like there's actually no point upgrading Awakened equipment. You're just wasting so many resources. Also, I did not realize it was just sitting like here the whole time. You're just wasting so many resources. Let me actually zoom in a little bit. How about that? You're wasting so many resources if you are upgrading for Awakened equipment when it is not a bonanza. Like, it is actually such a bad system. They need to fix that, and I hope they do. Not my full list, as it's just specific characters. I hope there are a remake of Father Son Kamehameha. I actually agree that'd be a pretty cool Legends Limited now, especially with modern animations. Mini Forku and a new DBS Broly, whether it's Super Saiyan or full power Super Saiyan. Okay, so we got another okay, so this is okay. I guess Broly is probably popular. I don't really care about Broly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge Broly fan, but it does. This is why I was saying with a Boo's post, like, I assume there's a lot of people that like Broly because, especially after what happened in the 8th anniversary, where people were hyped for him. I just think they have to cook. Like, if his animations are not great, I don't think people are gonna care. I think they have to cook. Again, could be wrong. Mini Forku, I definitely think is very possible. I definitely think we're gonna see Mini Forku. Could be wrong, but yeah, I think Mini Forku is very possible. I'd imagine there would be a standalone LF Gogeta from Fusion Reborn, and his side banner would be Pycon. It's going to be really funny if Pycon sucked. And for the second banner, I'd wish an LF version of Revival Cell. Well, I don't know if Cell would really... maybe for part 2 we could get a Cell, but I don't think we'd get one for part 1. I mean, I think standalone LF Gogeta could go hard. I do think it could go hard. I don't know what they would really do though, because we already have a lot of variations of LF Super Gogeta. They'd have to do some like Legends original animation, which we have seen before. So they'd have to do something original. Revamp the fucking Awakened equipment system. Yes! Preach, brother! Preach! Yes! Can we just like gaslight the devs into doing... I'm kidding, they don't listen to us. I would like to see a goon... all right. LF Final Form Cooler, LF Tag Metal Cooler Army, LF Golden Cooler, LF Transforming Golden Cooler, and an Ultra Cooler. Okay, I mean, maybe. Hey, man, keep hoping, keep dreaming. I have another part 2. I have another 2 part 1 variants, 2 part 2s, and 2 part 3s, but I'll just send the most recent part 1 prediction. Okay. Let's take a look here. So, Synchro Gauge returns. Okay, yeah. So, Abu also said this earlier. There's another guy say, oh, hey, Quaker's here. That's cool. I definitely think that we're going to see a Super Gogeta. I don't know if we're going to see one. I don't know what part. I do think it's very possible we're going to see one because, like, there's got to be something. They have to do something with the Synchro Gauge here. I refuse to believe they're going to abandon the mechanic again. It has been so long, a year and a half now. We have yet to see another edition with the Synchro Gauge. Bro, come on, Legends. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, come on. All right, the Legends Festival, there has to be some sort of Synchro Gauge, whether it's Super Gogeta, Vegeta Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just something, man, please. Standalone Bye Guys Goku as a comeback animation. That's actually really creative, low-key. I don't think Legends would do that just because I feel like that's too creative for Legends. I'm not gonna lie, but I like that. I actually like this a lot. Summon mechanic, that'd be really fun. If they do the green card thing where you spawn maybe like a ghost, kind of similar to the Nappa Cyberman thing, that'd be cool. Pycon supporter, probably. Yes, this purple Bojack movie go on needs a Zenkai. Yes! We have been waiting for it, dude. When is it gonna happen? Then we've got Ultra Janemba's equipment. That's also very possible. No, I think they're gonna wait. Honestly, I don't think they'll... Well, who do we still need? Who are we still waiting on to get equipment? I think, no, I think Ultra Gogeta Blue would get one first. I think this would happen in between month from Legends Festival to Anniversary. I think that's when we'll see this equipment. I think Ultra Gogeta Blue, I think it's very possible Ultra Gogeta Blue will get one in Legends Festival. Both of them, this can't only be a fusion buff fest for real. That's true. I mean, again, well, yeah, if they're gonna drop one of these, they're dropping both. I don't think they would drop one and then refuse to drop the other, because I feel like once you drop one, especially once this guy is dropped, I feel like people won't care as much for him. I really think that if they're gonna drop this guy, or honestly even just this guy, they have to drop together. Like, it just makes sense. All right, so that's the end of the Twitter post. Again, didn't get crazy traction, but usually doesn't. That's why you guys should go follow and subscribe if you haven't, by the way. All right, let's go take a look at the YouTube page now. Let's see what people are saying. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit. Whoa, too much. There we go. All right. They should have a pay-to-win only mode for PvP so that us free-to-plays don't have to face 14-star whales. Yeah, it's never gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. As much as people want it to happen, it's never happening. Also, how would they? I don't really know how this would get determined. I mean, I guess they could do like a Legends Battle Royale or Legends Royale, whatever it's called, where they could probably just make it so that you can only bring in characters that are a certain amount of stars. Like maybe 7 stars and below can enter, or like 7 stars and above. That way, it's, you know, I actually think that could happen. I think it's more likely to do one where it's 7 stars and below. or something, or just something like that. That could happen though. It wouldn't be an official game mode. It'd be the Legends Royale, which no one likes. So I've been asking this for years, but I was kind of expecting it for the 7th anniversary of DBL, since they've been hyping it up since the end of the 6th anniversary, 6th, and we got an update that makes DBL unplayable on lower than 4 gigabytes of RAM. I want a 2v2 game mode. The main reason DBL gets boring is because the PvE is basically non-existent. I will say, okay, before I even read the rest of this, I just don't know how this is going to be possible, is the problem. I don't see how this can be done without changing the entire game, which I guarantee you would require us to have probably even more RAM. Like, no, I don't want to see even more RAM. I just don't know how they do this. I really don't know how it'd be possible, but it would be fucking sick if they did it. It would be so sick. The only time you can play with friends is in co-op, which is just a grind. Yep, I hate co-op. I literally have not done co-op in months. Otherwise, it's all in 1v1, which eventually gets boring, but a game mode that allows for 2 people to play together is infinitely replayable in comparison, which really is a shame because I thought it'd be hard to incorporate. It'd be absolutely amazing to have. Yes, I agree. Again, I don't know how they would have, and I agree it'd be very hard. If they honestly, because I don't even know what they would have to, like, PvP would change drastically. Like, I don't know how they would do it. I'd have to think about it. They'd have to think about it. I don't know what they would do. I think it's possible. It's just, PvP would be completely different. It would not be the same game if they were to do this, or at least that game mode would not be anywhere near the same. And I imagine it'd probably take about a year or so for them to really figure out the game mode, unless it launches amazingly. Who knows? Zenkai's available at any stars. Why don't they have this already? I partially agree. The reason why they have it capped at 7 stars is I believe it's because they kind of expect a lot of the long-term players to kind of have a lot of these characters already at 7 stars. And if you don't, it gives them like a money grab. It's kind of like a money grab. They get you to spend chrono crystals to get stars for that character because, you know, it's kind of like, think of it as like a unit re-releasing, right? Let's say let's say Legends Limited Purple Bojack Movie Gohan gets a Zenkai, right? You have him at 5 stars, but you've been hyped. You've been waiting for it for so long. You're going to want to summon for his stars now because you really want a Zenkai, right? That's what they go for Zenkais. Now, obviously, they're not trying to make them completely inaccessible by making you have to like 14 star the character, but by making it 7 stars as the minimum to get the Zenkai, it's basically a re-release of the unit. They're trying to get you to spend more money. If you already have them at 7 stars, then great, you don't have to worry about it. But if you don't, that's where they get you, which a lot of new players will not have these characters at these higher stars. So that's their goal, is to try and make money. That's how I see it anyway. So to answer your question, that is why they don't have this. Now, I mean, I don't think you actually meant this. I think this was a rhetorical question, but I agree. Zenkais should just be available forever. Like, it's like EZAs and Dokkan. There's no requirement. I think EZAs are made with the unit being EZA'd. Like, I think they make it as if you already have them at 79% from what I heard. So like they kind of have like a baseline of what they base the kit off of. But sorry, I kind of just went off. I don't even think that made sense. Basically, yeah, I agree. They should be available at any stars. I agree. Both deserve a plat. Now, he's referencing I put Ultra Vegeta Blue and Ultra Gogeta Blue as the thumbnail for this. Both deserve a plat, yes. I do not think they're both gonna get one during Legends Festival. I think it is highly likely. I would say there's a 60% chance that we see a platinum equipment for Ultra Gogeta Blue either during Fest or right after. Because I believe it has now been, what, 3 years since it came out? I don't actually remember. Oh God, I think it's been, I want to say it's been almost, has it been 4 years? There's no way. There's no way. I don't know. It's been 3 or 4 years. It's been, oh my God, I'm fucking unstatus if it's been 4 years. Holy crap. I don't think they're not both gonna get one. But Ultra Gogeta Blue, there is a very, I would say there's a likelihood that he'll get it. It's not a guaranteed. I'd probably say it's more of a coin flip, if anything, but I'd say 60%. That's my take anyway. An event like Dokkan's Burst Mode, where you can add modifiers to an enemy, like high damage reduction against impact type attacks, against green units, against Sun Family, heals 20% for 50 counts, etc. Like you get CC for up to a certain point, and then other rewards like sleeves, backgrounds, etc. really spice the PvE content. I'm gonna be honest, I like the idea, but it would not change PvE because the whole point of PvE is that it's just boring. Like all you're really doing here is just giving them better stats, so it takes longer, which, you know, unless maybe they do like a God event kind of style of things. I guess maybe it could be fun, but I don't know. A lot of people didn't like the God event. I like the idea, but I don't think it would work. Though I will say, if you offer CC4, then people would 100% eat it up. We have to get a fusing Super Gogeta. Dude, okay, so yeah, this seems to be what everyone is kind of leaning towards. It's Super Gogeta, which I was already thinking, and I'm kind of glad everyone else is, or a lot of people are thinking the same way. I literally looked down here, fusing Super Gogeta. Everyone is assuming that, yes! Like, bro, we are cooking, brother. We need it. We literally need it. Synchro Gauge, bro, come on. A fusing Zamasu because of the hints. Maybe also a movie's character because of the Bojack Zenkai. This is why I think people are also thinking it's Super Gogeta. However, I don't know. Okay, if you made it this far in the video, just want to let you know, there's a very low chance, or not a very low chance, but there's a mediocre chance that it is actually, like, we're going to get movies buffs for part 1, because there have been times, I believe, where they Zenkai someone before Fest, and it's completely unrelated to the part 1. Like, it's completely unrelated. So, I would not get your hopes up that this guarantees a movies character, because it doesn't. So, but we'll have to see what happens. I think like a day before the part 1, I think we might get like a hint. We might get like a hint or two. A hint a day or two before Fest drops. Then, once we get that hint, we will know for sure what... Unless it's like some arbitrary hint that makes no fucking sense. But usually even someone can figure that out. So we gotta wait till we either get a hint or, you know, until we actually see the characters. But we don't know if it'll be movies or not. I know some of this might be bad, unnecessary ideas, but I'm quite a fan of this idea. The most hype Ultra Broly Super, just make it however you want. The video that had him transform multiple times was cool. That is cool. In case you don't know, there was a... I forget who made it. It might have been So Shite, the guy I reacted to a few days ago. I don't know if it was them that made it, but there was a video where someone made a Ultra Broly... Or not an Ultra Broly. Yeah, is there... There's like hair in my mouth. Ew! Someone made a custom animation where it was Broly that transformed from base to Super Saiyan to Legendary Super Saiyan. That is actually a mechanic I have been saying we should get, is a multi-transforming unit. The way I think it should happen is, I think what would be really cool is you transform, or like you start in a form and then you revive, and then once you revive, you can then transform again. Or maybe it's the other way around, where you can transform and then once you revive, you transform into that form. I don't really know how it'd work though, if you do the revive after. I think it'd be so cool to start as like base, and then maybe do like a cooler situation where you revive, transform, then revive again, and then transform again. I think that'd be kind of cool, but it might be broken if the unit is good. I think that's why Cooler was so bad. It's because they were scared to make him too good because of how many lives he had. Just my take anyway. Let's see. Sparking first form Frieza with the summon skill, have him summon Zarbon and Doria. This could be cool. However, I don't know if we'd see this in Legends Festival. No, actually, as a banner unit, yes. As a banner unit, yeah, no, 100% we could see that. But it'd probably be during a Namek saga. I don't think we would see this, you know, for Fest, especially if it's unrelated. I don't know. It had to be for Namek, I think, for this to happen. Wait, didn't... I just blanked. Sorry, never mind. Or duo Super Saiyan Gohan, or Goku and Gohan from the Cell Saga, have it be a succession unit. When it's defeated, Goku does the bye guys and seals the opponent's character that defeated them. Actually a pretty dope idea. I like that, actually. This could actually be pretty fucking cool. Like, this is what I'm saying. You guys are really creative. I don't think Legends is going to get this creative. However, this one I actually think is very possible. We'll see. I think it is so possible that this will happen. Maybe not this festival, but maybe in a few years. I think it is so likely we're going to see something like this. I don't know. Who knows? The obvious Synchro Gauge Super Gogeta. I mean, dude, they just kind of fucking make the Synchro Gauge. Like, come on. I don't know why they just abandoned the mechanic. It really makes no sense. Here's the one I was referencing earlier. Part 1, fusing Super Gogeta and tag Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. Yes. Yes. We need Super Saiyan God representation. When was the last time we got a God character besides God Goku, who, in my opinion, didn't even have that good of animations? Like, I want, like, actually something cook. Like, so what the fuck? I want a actually good looking God unit. I mean, God Goku wasn't bad. I wasn't really impressed with his animations. Kind of disappointed, especially by his LF, to be honest. But dude, oh my gosh, God Goku could, or God, just give us a God unit, or like a transforming, dude, a transforming from God to Blue, bro. We've been waiting. Bring back transforming characters. I feel like they've really not been doing transforming characters. Like, I feel like they used to do them a lot and then they kind of stopped, which I guess makes sense. They spammed them a lot, but the transforming units are the most badass ones. I'm telling you, bro. They're so cool. I mean, I'm not saying they don't do them. Like, they do. We got 2 for anniversary, but other than that, like, I could just be blanking. It feels like they don't like transforming characters. I don't know. I guess they kind of are a little bit difficult to balance. I don't even know. They just need to do them more. I love them. Okay, let's scroll down here. We're just gonna, I want to get some of these comments at the bottom because I want to make sure I'm hearing people. All right, we'll just stop here. A PvP mode where you are given a set tag at random, then you and your opponent have 2 minutes to build a team around that tag. Then you do a pride battle with the said team. Not a bad idea. I think it would be better if we knew what the tags were going into it, because if you queue into it and you get a tag that you don't have characters for, then you just lose. I think it is really, I think what you do is you pre-build teams. I actually think they've already done this. You pre-build teams and then it picks 2 at random. Maybe you build 5 teams and then it picks 2 at random or something. I don't know if this would work. It's a good idea, but this is really only good for anyone that has played the game for a long time and has been rewarded for gaining or for obtaining characters. Balance every ultra to be on par with each other just to give the new ultras a unique ability. Honestly, I think the best way to go about this is get rid of the fucking Ultra Z ability. Dude, get that out of here. Dude, they added like the Legends Limited Z ability where it's like for every Legends Limited you have on your team, it like buffs them. It's like, no, stop doing that. Just leave them as is. Like, we don't need this extra stuff to make them even better than they already are, because it's made sparking units more obsolete. Like, sparking units are already rare. Usually they drop, are usable for like a week or 2, and then no one ever uses them ever again because they're banner units. They're not meant to be that good. But when you add stuff like the Legends Limited Z ability or the Ultra Z ability, it just widens the gap and makes characters that aren't Legends Limited or Ultras just not function in PvP. It's not rocket science, and yeah, I feel like these devs just don't give a crap about that. They just want money, which makes sense. They need money. It makes sense. It just sucks that we get these crazy banner units, like these actually cool banner units that become obsolete after 2 weeks because they can't compete. They just can't. Like, you might as well add a sparking Z ability at this point because everyone has Z abilities. Just give it to everybody. Like, stop widening the gap. Stop widening the gap. If I could speak. I don't like it. I don't like these crazy sparking units that feel like they actually got like love poured into them and then they just die. Like, it's so silly. All right. I personally think they should give out some free CC. Well, who doesn't think that? And also give out a new free Ultra. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. They'll probably never ever do that ever again. Unless it's like an April Fool's unit, because every year for April Fool's, they've been kind of cooking with the free-to-play units. If they're gonna do this, it's gonna be a meme Ultra. It's gonna be some shit that it's like, it's an Ultra, but it's not really an Ultra, if you know what that means. I also think that Gogeta Blue needs a plat. Yes, I agree. If it does end up getting it, I'll be happy. But I think it would be cool if everyone got a free summon ticket that allows them to summon for any Ultra in the game. No. That's cool, but they're not gonna do that. What I think they should do, I think you have a really good idea. I think they should do what Dokkan does. Okay, sorry. Let me just clarify. I'm not trying to invalidate your idea. I'm simply just giving my thoughts. Okay, this is all very valid. Okay, like I'm not trying. This goes for everyone in the video. If you made it this far, I'm not trying to invalidate anything anyone said when I like cut them off. I'm like, no, I'm simply just giving my thoughts. Like, everything you're saying is valid. I think what they should do is use this summon ticket, but instead you get 600 Z power for any unit from that celebration of your choice. It can be one of the new Legends Limiteds. I doubt they would do it for the Ultra. Honestly, I feel like they would probably exclude the Ultra from this, but just give everyone like 600 Z power of a character of their choice at the end of the celebration. That way, no matter what, you're getting something that you want, right? You're at least walking away kind of happy. Everyone gets something. Dokkan did this for the 10th anniversary or the 9th anniversary, or was it the 10th? Was it the 10th or was it the 9th? I don't remember. They did this and it's great. You wanna know why? Because you guaranteed, if you get shafted on every banner, you can rest knowing that you at least get the character and you can pump Z power into them, do whatever. Like, I really feel like they should do it because I don't feel like it is that, maybe I'm just tripping. I don't feel like that cost them. Like, the standard nowadays is 1,200 Z power for Legends Limiteds anyway, 2,000 for Ultras. What harm is there in just giving everyone 600 Z power of a character of their choice? They already give out like, I don't know, 1,500 Z power or something throughout the celebrations. What's so wrong with just giving you the characters you can then use that Z power? Like, I don't know. I don't know how it is from a business standpoint. I don't work for Legends, but I think that'd be really cool to do. That way, everyone can rest knowing that they're gonna be happy. But then again, I think one of the concerns as well is if they if you know that you're gonna get the summon ticket, you might not spend money for a character because you know you're gonna get them. So it might, in a way, it kind of decentivizes spending money. So that's probably why they don't do it. Which is why I think they should just make it so you have to wait until the end of the celebration, because that way, if you're waiting for the ticket, well, you're gonna have to wait a while. So I feel like that would work. People would still spend money if they want to, so the developers are happy, they get their money, and then at the end of the celebration, you know, once everyone's shafted, they can actually get something they want. Just my take on it, though. Let's do a few more here. Won't do too much. Hey, Sirius, you're my favorite YouTuber. Also, I think we'll get Synchro Gauge, Super Gogeta, and Daimaku Kid version. I agree. Hey, I think everyone's kind of, I think from what I've seen, everyone is kind of in agreement that these two are going to happen. I don't know if they're going to happen in the same celebration. I don't know if they're both going to happen for Legends Festival. I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's a very likely chance we're going to get at least one of these. Synchro Gauge, Super Gogeta, though, I wouldn't, just because Synchro's in it, I'm not gonna make it 100% because they are allergic to it. But I think it is very likely we at least get one of these. I think it's also possible we get both. Just, you know, I don't know how it's gonna happen. Vegeta and Goku, Synchro Gauge, Super Gogeta, 1% Janemba, support a PyCon. Yep. You know, 1% Janemba. I feel like a Legends Limited Janemba would be cool though. Maybe just make it the part 2 or make it the other banner. This is what I was saying earlier with Abu's idea. I really liked that idea with the transforming Janemba. Even if it's not transforming, just a Legends Limited Janemba would, I feel like, be cool. I mean, most people would summon for Gogeta anyway, but I feel like a good Janemba, I feel like a new Janemba would be cool. However, if they do plan on giving Ultra Janemba a plat, then we probably won't even see a new Janemba. So, Super Saiyan Broly transforming to full power, 1% Golden Frieza, supporter Whis? I don't know what Whis is gonna do. They'd have to make him crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Super Saiyan 4, yeah, okay. Did I miss something? Is there like, did someone make a video on this already? Like some big YouTuber that has said it? Because everyone has been saying these two like parts. Like, I must have missed something, but yes, I agree. It would cook, it would cook. Yep, LF Synchro Gauge, Super Gogeta, yep. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, that, I mean, I love the idea, but that's not happening. Unless you mean the, like, Ultra Gogeta Blue getting his plat. I doubt this would happen. Who's at the very bottom? Let's get the very last comment. I always imagine a unit that can transform, but does so with a green card and becomes a blast or strike-based unit based on which transformation it's in. Imagine a God Goku from the TOP that transforms into blue and changes type, then with another green, retransforms to give 2 different LFs. I think this is a fantastic idea. I agree with the green card transformation. I've also said for a while, it'd be really cool for them to do. And honestly, this is a great way to go about it. This is kind of similar to Zamasu, Legends Limited Zamasu. He has the 2 different gauges. It's basically the same thing, but with the character's kit itself rather than like the gauge. Very cool idea. I think that would be so freaking cool. You know what would be crazy? What would be a crazy genuine bait banner before any event? Release a combined banner with Ultra Gogeta Blue, Ultra Vegeta Blue, and release their unique plats at the same time. Well, that's not bait. Like, I don't even think that's bait. I think that'd just be hype as fuck. Like, I feel like you're not crazy for summoning on that. That'd be insane. I would summon on that. There will be no Vegeta unit this fest. Oh, I agree. I doubt it. I doubt it. Unless they do Gogeta and Vegeta together and do my idea, which is the Blue Vegeta and Super Gogeta together with the Synchro Gauge. But I don't know if that'll happen because we got a Vegeta Blue a year ago. All right, I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm just gonna scroll and boom. The fact that UVB banner hasn't returned at all in future campaign, even though he's a future unit. Note that Ultra banners don't return for good, that when Ultra banners don't return for a good while, it means they're getting a platinum equipment. If one does return without an announcement, they're probably not getting a plat. Yeah, that's true. I really hope that if UVB or Ultra Gogeta Blue gets a plat, they do the thing they did with Ultra Super Vegeta, where you can summon, it's like, what, 7,000 Chrono Crystals for a guaranteed copy? That is such a good deal. That is such a good deal. Guaranteed Ultra for 7K, and you have the opportunity to get another one. You have the chance. It's basically doing 7-10 summons, because they give you, I believe it's 70 characters, and you have a chance to get another one. Like, that's really good. All right, so I think I've read enough. I could be here for hours if we went through all of these and I elaborated, but I think we're starting to get some of the same ideas. I think a lot of people are in agreement that we should be seeing a Super Gogeta. It would be really, really cool to see a Super Gogeta. Dude, I love Gogeta. It'd be so cool. Let's really hope. Let's hope. Let's hope, ladies and gentlemen. there's only so much we can do. All we can do is wait now. I'm giving my thoughts. I'm excited. I'm really hoping they can cook. If they don't cook, then I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do, because this game is like what this channel rides on. If it died, I'd probably just go to Squadra. Oh, speaking of Squadra, there is the thing later today, which I unfortunately may not be home for. There's a likelihood that I will not be. So I will react to that as soon as I can. Probably when I get home that night. We'll see though. But anyways, if you made it this far, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys. I don't know. Yeah, anyway.